Our planet Earth is often called the Blue Planet. This is a very fitting name. Vast oceans cover more than 70% of its surface. We have explored the highest mountains, we have walked on the moon, yet the deep ocean remains largely a mystery. It's a realm of crushing pressures, perpetual darkness, and freezing temperatures. These conditions make exploration incredibly challenging. We know more about the surface of Mars than we do about the deepest parts of our own seas. This vast hidden world holds secrets we are only just beginning to uncover, a frontier as alien as any distant star system. Imagine a world without sunlight, a place where the weight of the water above is immense. This is the deep sea. It begins where sunlight can no longer penetrate, a few hundred meters below the surface. Down, down it goes for thousands of meters. In these profound depths, life exists in forms so strange they seem to belong to another planet. These are not the familiar fish of sunlit coral reefs. These are creatures sculpted by an environment of extremes. Their existence challenges our very understanding of what life is and where it can thrive. The deep ocean truly is an alien world right here on Earth, waiting to be explored. The sheer scale of the deep ocean is difficult to comprehend. It is the largest habitat on Earth. It holds a volume of water so immense that all the continents could be submerged within it, with room to spare. For centuries, humanity has looked to the stars and wondered about life elsewhere. Yet, beneath the waves, an entire universe of life forms has been evolving, unseen and undisturbed. Each new dive, each new sample brings forth creatures that defy imagination. They remind us that our planet still holds wonders that can astound and inspire us, pushing the boundaries of biological possibility. The comparison to outer space is not merely poetic. The challenges of exploring the deep sea are similar to space exploration. We need specialized submersibles, much like spacecraft, to withstand the hostile conditions. Remotely operated vehicles, our robotic emissaries, venture into these dark realms. They send back images and data, painting a picture of this hidden world. The life forms encountered there are so different. They force us to reconsider the conditions under which life can take hold. This makes the deep ocean a perfect testing ground for theories about life on other planets, where conditions might be equally harsh and unforgiving. For much of human history, the deep ocean was a realm of pure speculation. Sailors told tales of monstrous krakens and sea serpents. These were likely inspired by fleeting glimpses of real, but poorly understood deep-sea animals. The true nature of life in the abyss remained hidden. It was widely believed that the crushing pressures and lack of light would make life impossible beyond a certain depth. This azoic zone theory, suggesting a lifeless deep, persisted for a considerable time. It took pioneering expeditions and brave explorers to challenge these long-held assumptions and reveal the truth about life's tenacity. The mid-19th century marked a turning point. The laying of transatlantic telegraph cables provided unexpected evidence. Cables retrieved from great depths were sometimes found encrusted with marine organisms. This suggested that life could indeed exist far below the sunlit surface. Expeditions like that of HMS Challenger from 1872 to 1876 systematically dredged the ocean floor. They brought back thousands of new species. Many of these were bizarre and unlike anything seen before. These early discoveries opened a new chapter in marine biology, hinting at the incredible biodiversity hidden in the deep. Imagine the astonishment of those early naturalists. They pulled nets from the cold, dark depths. In those nets were creatures with enormous eyes or no eyes at all. Some had bodies that were gelatinous and fragile. Others possessed fearsome teeth and expandable stomachs. There were fish that dangled luminous lures to attract prey in the eternal night. These were not monsters of myth, but real animals. They were perfectly adapted to an environment previously thought to be barren. Each specimen was a puzzle, a testament to the power of evolution to sculpt life in the most extraordinary ways imaginable. These early encounters were just the beginning. They shattered the myth of a lifeless abyss. They paved the way for future exploration. Each new voyage, equipped with more advanced technology, has delved deeper. It has revealed an even greater diversity of life forms. The strange creatures dredged up by the Challenger and other pioneering vessels were ambassadors from an unknown world. They sparked a curiosity that continues to drive us today. We are still charting this vast, dark territory. We are still discovering species new to science, each one a marvel of adaptation to an extreme and unforgiving world. Among the most iconic inhabitants of the deep sea is the anglerfish. There are many different types, but most share a remarkable characteristic. Female anglerfish possess a fishing rod-like appendage. This grows from their heads. At its tip is a fleshy, often bioluminescent lure. In the pitch-black darkness of the mesopelagic, or twilight zone, this glowing lure is irresistible. It mimics the appearance of a small edible creature, or perhaps a potential mate. Unsuspecting smaller fish and crustaceans are drawn towards this deceptive light, swimming directly into the anglerfish's enormous, waiting mouth. This is a masterful strategy for hunting in a world where food is scarce. The appearance of the anglerfish is truly alien. It often has a globular body, a massive head, and a cavernous mouth filled with long, sharp, inward-pointing teeth. Once prey is caught, there is little chance of escape. Some species of anglerfish live at depths where sunlight never reaches. Their skin is typically dark black or deep brown to help them blend into the murky background. Their bodies are not built for speed. Instead, they are ambush predators, relying on patience and their ingenious lure. They drift silently in the water column, a deadly trap waiting for its next victim in the vast, dark expanse. The life cycle of some anglerfish species is also quite extraordinary, particularly their mating habits. Males are often tiny in comparison to females. In some species, the male's sole purpose is to find a female. Once he does, he bites into her skin and latches on. His body then fuses with hers. He becomes a permanent parasite, losing his eyes and internal organs except for his testes. He receives all his nutrients from the female's bloodstream. In return, he provides her with a ready supply of sperm. This bizarre reproductive strategy ensures that when a female is ready to spawn, a mate is always available, a crucial adaptation in the sparse environment of the deep sea. These remarkable creatures are a testament to the power of natural selection. They have evolved incredible solutions to the challenges of life in the deep. The anglerfish, with its glowing lure and parasitic males, seems like something from a science fiction film, yet it is a very real inhabitant of our planet's oceans. Studying such animals helps us understand the sheer diversity of life. It also shows how organisms can adapt to even the most extreme conditions. The anglerfish is a perfect example of how life finds a way, often in the most unexpected and fascinating forms, thriving in the dark, cold depths. Beyond the anglerfish, the deep sea is populated by a host of other creatures that seem truly alien. Consider the vampire squid. Despite its name, it doesn't suck blood. It lives in the oxygen minimum zone, a very difficult place to survive. It has large eyes, relative to its body size, to capture any faint glimmers of bioluminescence. Its most striking feature is its webbed arms. When threatened, it can invert these arms over its body, forming a protective cloak. This cloak is lined with fleshy spines called cirri. It's a defensive posture that makes it look rather like a spiky pineapple, deterring predators in the inky blackness. Then there is the gulper eel, also known as the pelican eel. This creature is mostly mouth. Its enormous, loosely hinged jaw allows it to swallow prey much larger than itself. Its body is long and eel-like, but its most distinctive feature is this disproportionately large mouth, which gives it a comical yet formidable appearance. It also has a very long whip-like tail, which sometimes has a light-producing organ at its tip, possibly used as a lure. The gulper eel drifts through the dark waters, a living net ready to engulf any unfortunate creature that crosses its path, a specialist in consuming scarce large meals. The barrel-eye fish, Macropina microstoma, presents another astonishing adaptation. It has a transparent, fluid-filled dome on its head. Through this dome, you can see its internal, upward-pointing, tubular eyes. These eyes are incredibly sensitive to light. They allow the barrel-eye to detect the faint silhouettes of prey swimming overhead. It can rotate its eyes forward when it is about to feed. This see-through head is a unique solution to spotting food in the dim light filtering down from above. It looks like a tiny, living submarine, perfectly designed for its shadowy environment, a marvel of evolutionary engineering. We also find creatures like the dragonfish. Many species of dragonfish are fearsome predators. They have huge teeth, often so long they cannot even close their mouths completely. Some dragonfish can produce red light. Most deep-sea creatures cannot see this wavelength of light. This gives the dragonfish a kind of secret sniper scope. It can illuminate prey that is unaware it is being watched. These adaptations, bioluminescent lures, giant mouths, transparent heads, and invisible searchlights, highlight the incredible ways life has diversified. It has done so to cope with the challenges of the deep, dark, and often dangerous world below. Section 5. Life under crushing pressure. The deep sea environment. The deep sea is an environment of incredible extremes. One of the most significant challenges is the immense hydrostatic pressure. For every 10 meters you descend in the ocean, the pressure increases by about 1 atmosphere. This is equivalent to the pressure of Earth's atmosphere at sea level. In the deepest trenches, like the Mariana Trench, the pressure can exceed 1,000 atmospheres. This is like having the weight of 50 jumbo jets pressing down on every square inch of your body. It's a force that would instantly crush any land animal or human not protected by a very strong submersible. Another defining characteristic of the deep sea is the complete absence of sunlight. Below about 1,000 meters, the ocean is in perpetual darkness. This zone is known as the aphotic zone, meaning no light. Sunlight simply cannot penetrate this far. Photosynthesis, the process that forms the base of most food webs on Earth, is impossible here. This lack of sunlight has profound implications for the types of life that can exist. It also affects how animals find food, avoid predators, and attract mates. Life in this eternal night has had to find alternative sources of energy and ways to navigate its surroundings. Temperatures in the deep sea are also extreme, though in a different way. They are typically very cold, hovering just above freezing, often between 0 and 3 degrees Celsius. While some land environments experience colder air temperatures, the constant pervasive cold of the deep ocean presents a significant metabolic challenge for its inhabitants. Maintaining bodily functions in such cold requires special adaptations. The water itself is also often low in oxygen in certain layers, creating further difficulties for respiration. These cold, dark, and highly pressurized conditions make the deep sea one of the most inhospitable environments on our planet. Furthermore, food in the deep sea is generally scarce. Most of the organic matter that fuels life in the deep originates from the sunlit surface waters far above. This marine snow, a continuous shower of dead plankton, fecal pellets, and other organic debris, slowly sinks down. However, much of it is consumed by organisms in the upper layers before it reaches the abyss. This means that deep-sea creatures often have to survive on meager and unpredictable food supplies. This scarcity has driven the evolution of highly efficient hunting strategies, slow metabolisms, and the ability to go for long periods without food. Section 6. Thriving in perpetual darkness. Strategies for survival. How do creatures survive these crushing pressures? Many deep-sea organisms have bodies that are mostly water. Water is virtually incompressible. Because they lack gas-filled spaces like lungs or swim bladders found in many surface fish, the pressure inside their bodies is equal to the pressure outside. This means they don't get crushed. Their cellular structures and proteins are also specially adapted to function under high pressure. These adaptations are often at a molecular level, involving changes in the flexibility and stability of their biological molecules, allowing life to persist where we might think it impossible. In the absence of sunlight, bioluminescence is common. This is the production and emission of light by a living organism. Many deep-sea creatures, from bacteria and plankton to fish and squid, can produce their own light. This light is used for various purposes. It can be used to attract prey, like the anglerfish's lure. It can be used to startle or confuse predators, sometimes in a bright flash. It can also be used for communication, helping individuals find mates in the vast darkness. Bioluminescence paints the deep sea with fleeting ghostly lights, a biological fireworks display in the eternal night. To cope with the cold temperatures, deep-sea animals often have very slow metabolisms. This means their bodies use energy at a much slower rate than animals in warmer waters. This slow pace of life allows them to conserve energy in an environment where food is scarce. It also means they tend to grow slowly, live for a long time, and reproduce less frequently. Their enzymes and cell membranes are adapted to function efficiently at low temperatures, preventing them from becoming too rigid or inactive in the frigid depths. This deliberate slow pace is a key to their long-term survival. Finding food in such a sparse environment requires ingenious solutions. Many deep-sea creatures have large mouths and expandable stomachs, allowing them to consume any meal that comes their way, no matter how large or infrequent. Some are sit-and-wait predators, conserving energy until prey comes within reach. Others are scavengers, feeding on the marine snow or the carcasses of larger animals that sink from above. Sensory adaptations are also crucial. Large eyes can detect faint bioluminescence, while other creatures may rely on a heightened sense of smell or sensitivity to vibrations in the water to locate food or detect danger. Section 7. Hydrothermal vents, oases of life in the dark. In 1977, scientists exploring the Galapagos Rift made a discovery that revolutionized our understanding of life on Earth. They found hydrothermal vents. These are like underwater hot springs, or geysers. They spew out superheated water, rich in minerals, from beneath the ocean floor. These vents are typically found along mid-ocean ridges where tectonic plates are spreading apart and magma is close to the surface. The water emerging from these vents can reach temperatures of over 400 degrees Celsius. Yet around these seemingly inhospitable openings, thriving ecosystems were found, teeming with bizarre life forms. The most astonishing thing about these vent communities is that they do not rely on sunlight. Instead, the base of the food web is chemosynthesis. This is a process where specialized bacteria convert the chemicals released from the vents, such as hydrogen sulfide, into energy. These bacteria form thick mats or live symbiotically inside other animals. This discovery showed that life could exist in complete darkness, independent of the sun's energy. It opened up entirely new possibilities for where life might be found, both on Earth and potentially on other planets or moons in our solar system. The creatures found around hydrothermal vents are truly unique. Giant tube worms, some over 2 meters long, have no mouth or digestive system. They host chemosynthetic bacteria within their bodies, which provide them with all their nutrients. There are also strange crabs, clams, mussels, and shrimp, all adapted to this extreme environment. These animals tolerate high temperatures, toxic chemicals, and crushing pressures. The vent ecosystems are like oases of life in the otherwise sparsely populated deep sea, concentrated islands of biodiversity powered by the Earth's internal heat and chemistry. The discovery of hydrothermal vents was a profound moment. It demonstrated that life's fundamental requirements might be broader than previously imagined. It showed that liquid water and a source of chemical energy could be enough to support complex ecosystems. These environments are dynamic and ephemeral. Vents can become inactive and new ones can form. The creatures that inhabit them must be able to colonize new vent sites. This often involves larval stages that can drift through the cold, dark waters until they detect the chemical signature of an active vent, a remarkable feat of survival and dispersal. Section 8, Earth's Oceans, Alien Worlds, Parallels to Extraterrestrial Life. The extreme environments of our deep oceans, particularly around hydrothermal vents, offer intriguing parallels to conditions we suspect might exist on other celestial bodies. Consider Europa, one of Jupiter's moons. Scientists believe Europa has a vast saltwater ocean beneath its icy shell. This ocean could be tens or even hundreds of kilometers deep. It is possible that hydrothermal vents exist on Europa's ocean floor. These could be powered by tidal forces from Jupiter, providing heat and chemical energy. If so, these European vents might harbor life, much like the vents in our own deep seas. Similarly, Saturn's moon Enceladus also has a subsurface ocean. The Cassini spacecraft detected plumes of water vapor and icy particles erupting from Enceladus's south polar region. Analysis of these plumes revealed the presence of salt, silica nanoparticles, suggesting hydrothermal activity and organic molecules. This makes Enceladus another prime candidate for harboring life. The conditions within its hidden ocean could resemble those found in Earth's chemosynthetic ecosystems. Life there, if it exists, might be microbial, but it would still be a profound discovery, proving that life is not unique to Earth. The creatures of our deep sea have shown us that life can thrive without sunlight. They survive under immense pressure and in extreme temperatures. They utilize chemical energy sources. These are precisely the kinds of adaptations that would be necessary for life to exist in the dark, cold oceans of icy moons. The study of extremophiles on-Earth organisms that thrive in extreme environments provides a roadmap for astrobiologists. It helps them understand the limits of life and where to look for it beyond our planet. Our deep-sea life forms are, in a way, terrestrial analogues for potential extraterrestrial life. Therefore, exploring our own oceans is not just about understanding our planet better, it is also about preparing ourselves for the search for life elsewhere in the universe. The technologies we develop for deep-sea exploration, such as autonomous underwater vehicles and sensors for detecting chemical signatures, could be adapted for missions to Europa or Enceladus. The resilience and diversity of life in Earth's abyss give us hope. They suggest that life might be a more common phenomenon in the cosmos than we once thought. Our alien ocean life could be a preview of what awaits us among the stars. Section 9, Our Inner Space, a frontier for understanding life. The deep ocean remains one of the last great unexplored frontiers on our own planet. Every expedition to its depths brings new discoveries. We find new species, new ecosystems, and new insights into how life can adapt and thrive. These discoveries are not just curiosities. They are crucial for understanding the full spectrum of biodiversity on Earth. They also help us to appreciate the interconnectedness of all life, from the sunlit surface to the darkest abyss. The deep sea plays a vital role in global climate regulation and nutrient cycling, processes we are only just beginning to comprehend fully. The strange and wonderful creatures of the deep challenge our preconceptions about what life should look like. They demonstrate the incredible power of evolution to find solutions to even the most daunting environmental challenges. From the anglerfish's lure to the tube worm's symbiotic bacteria, these adaptations are marvels of natural engineering. They remind us that life is tenacious, resourceful, and incredibly diverse. By studying these organisms, we learn more about the fundamental principles of biology and the very definition of what it means to be alive, expanding our perception of life's possibilities. Furthermore, the study of deep-sea ecosystems, particularly those around hydrothermal vents, has profound implications for our understanding of the origin of life on Earth. Some scientists theorize that life may have first arisen in such environments. Here, protected from harsh surface conditions on early Earth, chemical reactions could have led to the first self-replicating molecules. The deep sea, therefore, may hold clues not only to present-day biodiversity, but also to our planet's most ancient biological history. It is a living laboratory for studying life's beginnings and its ultimate potential. As we continue to explore this inner space, we must also be mindful of its fragility. Deep-sea ecosystems are vulnerable to human impacts, such as pollution, climate change, and potential deep-sea mining. It is our responsibility to study and understand these unique habitats before they are irreversibly damaged. The ocean's depths hold untold wonders and knowledge. They are a testament to the richness of life on our planet, and perhaps they offer a glimpse of the kinds of life that might exist in the cold, dark oceans of distant worlds waiting to be discovered. The journey into our oceans is, in many ways, a journey to understand life itself.